everyone, welcome back to another video today. And today I'm going to preview the fourth test match between India and Australia, where they both have been competing in one of the most enthralling series we could have ever imagined to watch. It has to be one of the best test series we have watched in the last some years, and this is going to get only more exciting. There is an injury riddled Indian side that has taken Australia to the edge, and most probably if they win this, that has to be one of the biggest victories in Indian history. No disrespect to what has happened past, but with so many injuries, this has to be one of the biggest victory for India, while a big embarrassment to Australia cricket. So let's straight away get into the preview and let's talk about the previous three test matches. So in the first test match, it was an absolute demolition of India on the day 3, but overall for 2 days India were had upper hand. But 36 all out, and it culminated all the bad days India have had away to New Zealand, away to England. So the anger was very justified by the fans. But overall, that was one bad day. 36 all out, where India controlled 2 days. And then we bounced back. With a side, without Virat Kohli, without Mohammad Shami, we bounced back and we won the test match in a very convincing manner, where Australia again could not post a total around 200 or above. They really struggled again. And then in the third test match, we started well, but then Smith and Labuschagne made a fantastic partnership. But then we again came back and we started well, but we got all out for 244. Australia gave us a big target of 407, and nobody of us thought that we could chase it. It was just about we are going to lose this match, and we drew. And if not for injury to Hanuman Vihari or back pain for Ashwin, we could have won it. But leave the win aside, that was a victory in my opinion. Even if the match ended in a draw, Jadeja was out. Pant had a bit of injury issue also. We had Vihari with a hamstring problem, and people don't understand how painful a hamstring injury can be. And then Ashwin was playing in a back pain, and still he competed so well. It was a very big victory, and the way they grinded Australian bowlers, the tiredness in Australian bowlers will show for this encounter. So let's straight away get into this with the injury news. And for India, it's again a very bad reading. And for this, Jasprit Bumrah is 50-50 for this match. They are saying that Jasprit Bumrah can be involved, but there is a fear that if he bowls too much or some injury creeps up, then he could be a trouble for the England series. So they don't want to take the risk. So Jasprit Bumrah is most probably out until India take a risk, which means Siraj, Sani, and one of Natarajan or Shardul Thakur will have to be involved, who only have an experience of 4 test matches among them, which is a very worrying sign. While Ravindra Jadeja is out, Rishabh Pant will play, Hanuman Vihari is out. So batting order will have to be also changed, and then you have no Virat Kohli. So Indian lineup, in my opinion, will be Gill and Rohit will be opening. I do not see them changing the opening pair, even if it means bringing Mayank in or Prithvi in, whoever. They won't be changing the opening pair, who have had a fantastic partnership among each other. Then I think it will be Pujara, then it will be Rahane, then I think it will be Rishabh Pant. I think Vrindavan Saha will be involved in this match, and then I think it will be one or Mayank Agarwal or Prithvi Shaw being involved in this match as a batsman. And then I think it will be Ashwin, Sani, Siraj, Shardul. I think they can go with Natarajan because he provides a left-hand option. But because India sometimes wants someone who can bat in the end, in the lower order, I think they might give Shardul an edge. But overall, it could be Shardul, Natarajan, whoever. But a lot will lie upon Navdeep Saini and Siraj to get into the wickets, because it will be a debut for Shardul and Natarajan. So this was the Indian lineup. Now Australia have no injury concerns. For Australia, the lineup is very clear, and I don't think they'll change it. Warner and Pucovski will open. Then you will have Smith and Labuschagne. Then you will have Matthew Wade, Cameron Green, Tim Paine, the captain and the wicketkeeper, who put an embarrassing display of leadership that day. And then you will have Stark, Cummins, Leon and Hazlewood. So these will be the lineup of both the sides at the Gabba where the match will be played. Now we move on to the fantasy 11 tips that I promised that I'll provide. So for me, in my opinion, the lineup you should go with. I'm not an expert. I'm just a cricket fan who watches it. In my opinion, this is the lineup that I think I'll go with, credits available in all of this. So I think I saw this properly in Ballebazi. So I saw the credits in that thing. But I think it might be changed in some other apps, so I don't know. But what I will say, and according to that, is that I saw Dream 11 and Ballebazi some other apps. So I took the data of Dream 11. So according to Dream 11, my lineup where you can purchase players for 100 credits, I think you should go with David Warner as a batsman because India do not have a good pace attack if there is no Jasprit Bumrah. A lot will rely on an inexperienced bowling attack of Nadeem Saini, Mohammad Siraj, and one of Shardul and Natarajan. So a lot will rely on Saini to take early wickets, but he's inexperienced in Test cricket, and Ashwin. So I think Warner will have a very good match, especially at Gaba at a ground which will be more faster. He will really enjoy and thrill upon an inexperienced attack. Along with that, I'll go with Smith and Labuschagne because I think Australian batsmen will dominate this match, especially these three batsmen, because of the Indian weak bowling attack due to injuries. And then I'll go with Pujara because I think Pujara will take a big sense of responsibility with no Virat Kohli, with no Ravindra Jadeja, the batting looking weak, the bowling looking weak. Pujara will have to step up. And Pujara is a batsman who can drain anyone out, who can take the whole day and get India a victory or a draw. So I'm going with Pujara and then I'm going with Rohit Sharma because I was being doubtful that could I go with Shubman Gill or could I go with Rohit Sharma, but I went with Rohit Sharma because of his experience and because I think Gaba is going to be a very fast pitch. So short pitch deliveries can work well with Rohit. I think Shubman Gill is a bit more young, so there might be a bit of mistake in him as compared to Rohit Sharma. So I'll go with 5 batsmen. Then I'll go with one all-rounder, that will be Ashwin. Because first of all, he's an absolute leader for the way he did that day and overall the personality he has. And Ashwin, you can never doubt this guy will take wickets and as well as score some important runs. So I'm going to share some stats about you from Ashwin. So Ashwin this this series has hit 78 runs in this test matches and has taken 12 wickets. 12 wickets. So Ashwin is a very valuable player you need to have. I had a bit of doubt. I was thinking that should I pick Cameron Green, who has had a fantastic running season in this series where he has scored 152 runs, but his wicket column is absolute zero. His wicket column is really a big problem, while Ashwin has hit 78 runs and has taken 12 wickets. So I think I'll go with Ashwin in this rather than Cameron Green. In the bowling department, I've gone with, first of all, Australian bowlers, which are Cummins and Hazlewood, because Cummins and Hazlewood will get the bounce, will get the seam in at the Gaba, and they will be very dangerous for the Indian batsmen. And then I've gone with Navdeep Saini, because for me, Navdeep Saini, he's going to bowl a lot of short pitch delivery, and at a fast pitch like Gaba, Navdeep Saini is very capable of taking the wickets. And then I've gone with 2 wicket keepers in Rishabh Pant and Tim Paine. I've gone with Tim Paine. It's nothing to do with last match. He was an absolute embarrassment. But Tim Paine overall this series, whenever required, he has hit the runs. And because I think Cummins and Hazlewood will have a very good day. So I think Cummins and Hazlewood will get a lot of edges out of the batsman, which Tim Paine will carry in his gloves. And he will get the points for catches, as well as if he gets 35 runs around. So I've gone with Tim Paine and then I've gone with Rishabh Pant. It's not just to do with last match, but I think Rishabh Pant coming in the lower order when some of the Australian batters will be tired, taking the attack on Nathan Lyon is the reason I've gone with him. So again, I've gone with 5 batsmen, 1 all-rounder, 2 wicket keepers, 3 bowlers. Batsmen are David Warner, Rohit Sharma, Smith, Labuschagne, Pujara. Then all-rounder in Ravichandra Ashwin, the 2 wicket keepers in Tim Paine and Rishabh Pant, and then the 3 bowlers in Hazlewood, Cummins and Saini. This will be my lineup, but I think I'll go with a captain in form of Steven Smith and I'll go with vice captain in form of Cheteshwar Pujara. But I think these things keep changing because the problem is that in Test cricket you only get 16 points for the wickets, while the batsmen get a 1 point for each run they score. So the problem with that is that the batsmen might make 0 in one innings but 100 in second, while bowlers might take 2, 3, 4 wickets, which only gives you 64 points. So I've gone with Cummins and Hazlewood along with Saini, while I've gone with more batsmen. So this was my preview for this match and this was my fantasy 11 tips. In the end, I just hope that we win, India win this test match and we celebrate. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, please share and subscribe and please support. Thank you.